Measure 2547, I believe we're going to take a motion to indefinitely, or maybe not even a motion, right? Just a,
You would vote.
no,
yes,
we would vote it.
It is a motion, yes. Can I make a motion to indefinitely postpone Measure 2025-047? It will be addressed in new business later tonight.
This is a little bit unorthodox, but for new business, but it kind of is old business, and so I'm going to, I think, turn it over to Mr. Simmons first.
The exemption, much like the small business personal property exemption, would be paid for not by the overlay, but by the class of properties affected, which would be the residents. The goal when doing this is to try to reach the people who are not being reached by the senior circuit breaker. We have come up with 500 as the maximum exemptions that will be authorized. All of this, everything, is renewable every year. It would be for single-family, condominiums, and two families. The applicant must be at the full retirement age, which is currently 67, as of July 1st of the fiscal year. If there's a joint application, the second applicant must be at least the minimum age, which is 62. Household income for a single applicant would be $70,000. The head of household maximum income would be $80,000, and the joint application would be $90,000. If we do this and we find that the 500 exemptions is hit in week one, then we realize that we have a larger need. If we do this and nobody qualifies, then we need to go back to the drawing board. That's why we allowed ourselves a year.
So let's take a senior that meets all the criteria that you've established. They're 67, and if they're married to somebody else, they're at least 62. You would establish an exemption amount of $84,000. Current tax rate at $350,000 is $11.79. So if you voted this amount in, it would create a shift of 8 cents, right? And it would create a new tax rate of $11.87. We would subtract that from $350,000, right? It would come to $265,181. The new tax rate would go into effect.
$3,123.83.
Okay, and if we don't pass this,
$4,126.50.
a savings of approximately $978. So that 8-cent shift cost the average taxpayer in the residential class $11.25 a quarter, $45 a year. Cost of a Happy Meal in a month.
So when we were creating this, we wanted to tie everything to a pre-existing number qualification. So we used Social Security, we used average home values. We didn't want to just create numbers out of the blue.
I'm grateful for the time that Finance Committee, Town Manager, everyone's put into this. I won't let good be the enemy of perfect, or the other way around. Won't let perfect be the enemy of good. It's affordable, it's targeted. I actually think back of the napkin, the $11 a quarter is probably low. Many of the seniors that reached out to me while we were discussing this, they bought a house when the prices were low and it's appreciated. It might not, maybe they can't fix the roof or they can't fix the windows, and their house is a little above that.
If you have a home that you bought for shorter money, and now you have a lot of equity, you have other means. The goals here are to try to help the people that have no other means for assistance.
This measure shall form the basis of a home rule petition for the Massachusetts legislature.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, that motion passes 7-0.